Welcome to All Class Driving Academy. In this video, we will perform an entire inspection for Class 3. So this is the inspection you have to perform on your test day. First, we will check the paperwork. Then we will perform in-cab inspection. Then we will check lights and do a circle check. After that, we will perform air brakes. First of all, we will go inside the cab and make sure that our tractor is secure. So to check the tractor is secure, we will go inside the cab and make sure that our yellow button is out, and we will get out of the cab and make sure that the wheels are blocked. So we will have one wheel block at front of the tire and one wheel block at rear of the tire. So now our tractor is secure and we can perform the inspection. Let's start with the paperwork. So we'll grab the paperwork and we'll make sure it's up to date. First, we will check the registration, make sure it's valid and it's not expired. Then insurance, it's valid and not expired. Then we will check the safety fitness certificate. We can see it's not expired. Then we will check the CVIP certificate and we have the inspection date. It's good. Then we will check the schedule 1. It's good. It tells about major and minor defects. Now our paperwork is good and we are ready to perform in-cab inspection.
Place, unlatches, then we will open the driver door. Opens good, closes good. Our window switches, mirror controls, lock unlock switch, and mirror defrost. So our headlight switch, dimmer switch, and our hazards. We have our right signal, left signal, coming towards the steering wheel, not damaged, nice and solid, secure, city horn, and highway horn. Then we have our engine brake and windshield washer. Always want to turn on the windshield washer and the wipers on. Now we also can see the windshield is clean, no chips, no cracks. Our parking brakes, differential lock switches, airbag inflate deflate switch, fifth wheel slide switch, our climate control, trailer service brake, gear lever, range selector, and splitter. We can also see that the floor is nice and clean. We can see underneath the pedal no obstructions. There's a clutch pedal, brake pedal, and accelerator. Three safety equipment must be present in the truck: fire extinguisher, flare kit, and first aid kit. Turbo gauge, coolant temperature gauge, oil pressure gauge, RPMs, diesel exhaust fluid gauge, speedometer, diesel fuel gauge, odometer, air application gauge, secondary tank, and primary tank, engine oil temperature gauge, and transmission temperature gauge.
Now we are ready to perform underhood inspection.
Pull the release lever under the steering wheel. So this will release the hood. Then we'll always close the door. Then go ahead and open the hood. You can either pull from the front or you can pull it from the side. So first we will start with all the fluids. So we have 4 fluids on this side and 1 fluid on the other side. So first we will check the coolant cap is secure. Then we will check engine oil cap is secure and dipstick is present. Power steering fluid cap is secure and we see the dipstick is present. Then we will check that the clutch fluid cap is secure and we can see the level is between minimum and maximum. Then we take a look that the windshield washer cap is secure. We usually fill this windshield washer early in the morning or every trip inspection. Now we get ready to perform the underhood inspection. So let's start from the top and the bottom. We see wiper motor, fuse box, control valve, governor, They're all well mounted and secure. All the hoses, electrical cables are well mounted and secure, and there is no damage. We see the engine head, intake manifold, head gasket, there is no damage. It's all well mounted and secure. All the hoses, clamps, well mounted, secure, there is no damage. We see alternator, AC compressor, and on the side we also see that there's an air compressor, and it's all well mounted and secure. Then we can take a look. The alternator belt is secure, nice and tight. We see the fan belt is present, no damage. We can also see the wings are secure and well mounted. There is no damage, no cracks. We see the fan cover is well mounted and secure. We see air cooler, radiator, it's all well mounted and secure. There is no damage to it. Then we can see the frame is secure and there is no rust. Then we can take a look at the steering rod. It's not damaged and there is no play in it. Then we can take a look at the steering box. It's all well mounted and secure. It's not leaking. Then we can check that the hood shock, hood bracket, it's all well mounted and secure. There's no damage. We can also take a look at the hood lock. It's well mounted and secure and it's not damaged. We can also see mudguard is well mounted and secure. There is no damage. Then we will take a look at the suspension components and brake components. So first we can also see there's a tie rod. It's all well mounted and secure, and if you see the cotter pins are present. We see that the shock absorber, leaf spring, U-bolt all well mounted and secure. We see the brake chamber, push rod, slack adjuster, and cotter pin is present. Then we will perform the tire inspection. So first of all, we will check the tire tread is good and it must be more than 3.2 mm. We see the side valve on the both sides. It's not cuts, no cracks, and no bulges on it. We see the bead is not leaking, and we see the rim, entire rim is not cracked, not damaged. Then we will check all the lug nuts counterclockwise to make sure that they are not loose. We see the hub oil is present and the hub oil is not leaking. We can also see the stem valve is not leaking and it's capped. Now we are ready to perform the inspection on the right side of the hood. Always be aware of the hood mirrors. So coming to the other side, first of all we will check the coolant cap is present and secure, and we see that the coolant level is between minimum and maximum. Now we see that the engine air filter housing is secure, well mounted, and there is no obstruction inside. We can see that the indicator is good, and if it goes to the red we'll have to replace it, but for now is good. Then we will start from the top. We see engine head gasket is not damaged, it's not leaking, it's not cracked. We see exhaust and turbo, and we check it's well mounted and secure and there is no black smoke. We see all the hoses are well mounted and secure and the clamps are present. Then we will take a look at the Webasto. It's well mounted and secure. We see that the fan from this side, it's not cracked and all the wings are present. The fan cover is secure and not damaged. We see air cooler, radiator, it's all well mounted and secure. Then we take a look at the frame. It's not rusted, it's not cracked, it's not damaged. Fuel filter is well mounted, it's not leaking, and we see all the hoses are well mounted and secure. We take a look at the hood bracket, hood shock is all well mounted and secure, it's not leaking. We see the hood lock is well mounted, all the mud guards are secure. Then we will perform suspension and brake components. First we see leaf spring, U-bolt, shock absorber all well mounted and secure. We see the brake chamber, push rod, slack adjuster, and always the cotter pin is present. Then we'll perform the tire inspection. We see the tire sidewalls, tire tread is good, it's not damaged, and we see the sidewall is no cracks, no cuts. Then we'll check the rim, it's not cracked, the bead is not leaking. We check all the lug nuts by counterclockwise and we check all of them. Now we see the hub oil, we see a small seepage, but it's not leaking and the level is good. Then we can take a look at the stem valve. It's capped and it's not damaged. Then we take a look at the air pressure is good on the tire. Now we have completed the underhood inspection. Now we are ready to close the hood. So when closing, push the hood slowly and then at the end give it a hard push. After giving a hard push, pull on it, make sure that it's locked.
Now we are ready to check our headlights. First of all, we will turn the key on position and we will turn the headlights to on position. So we will use the headlight switch on the left and we will turn the headlights on. So all the way on, and now we will get outside and we will make sure that the headlights or low beams are on position. Now we see that our headlights or low beams are on. Now we will go inside again and we will check that our high beams turn on. To turn the high beams on, we will go inside the cab and we will use the signal switch to pull up on it, and this will turn our high beams on. And we also have an indication with the blue sign saying the high beams are on. So we will get outside again and we will confirm that the high beams are on. Now we see that our high beams are on, and now we are ready to perform circle check inspection. So again we will go inside the cab and we will turn the high beams off and we will turn the left signal on, and now we are ready to perform circle check inspection. Let's start circle check. To start the circle check, we will start from the top and work ourselves to the bottom. Starting with wind deflector, we can say it's well mounted and secure. Sun visor is well mounted and secure. Clearance lights are working. Windshield has no chips, no cracks. Rear view mirrors are secure. Wipers are in rest position. And we see hood mirrors are secure. Student driver sign is present. And we will go ahead and pull up on the hood to make sure the hood is locked. Now we see the grille is secure, there is no damage. We see that the left signal is working, low beams are working, bumper is secure, fog lights are working, and we see the license plate is secure. And we will see underneath the hood, we will see there's no leaks, no damage. We will come towards the side. You will see the hood mirror is secure. Side of the hood, there is no damage. We have already inspected tire under the hood. Now we will see the CVIP sticker is well mounted and secure and it's valid. We see rear view mirror is secure. Window glass, there is no damage. The door opens properly, and from there we will grab our hammer from the door. We will close the door, make sure it's locked properly. Left signal is working. Wind deflector is secure. We see the steps are secure. Battery box cover is secure. Air tanks are secure and there is no leaks. We see the def cap is secure. No leaks underneath and it's secure. Footsteps are secure. Diesel tank cap is secure. Diesel tank is secure and there are no leaks underneath. Now we will get up on the steps and we will do the inspection on back of the tractor. We see wind visor is secure, there is no damage. Student driver sign is present, reflectors are present, and we notice one is missing. Window glass is clean, there is no damage. Back of the body, there is no damage. Exhaust support is secure. Exhaust, there is no black smoke. Now we see hood shocks and airbags are secure, there is no damage to it. And we see that the frame is secure, no rust, no damage. And we also see that the cross members are secure, there is no rust and there is no damage on it. Now we will check the both sides of the front axle. We set the differential torque rod, there is no damage. Now we will look. See differential torque rod, there is no damage. Now we will look at the both sides. We will check our suspension and brake components. We'll see leaf springs, U-bolts, shock absorbers, airbags. There is no damage on the both side. Brake chambers, push rod, slack adjusters, and we see that the cotter pins are present on the both sides. Now we are ready to get off of the catwalk and we will perform an inspection on the tires. So we will grab a hammer and we will hammer all the tires. We see the mud guard is secure. So we'll grab the hammer and hammer all 4 tires. We confirm air pressure is good and we will see that there is no obstructions between both of the tires. Now we will inspect the tires. We see that the tire tread is good, sidewall, there's no cuts, no cracks, no damage, no bulges, rim has no cracks. Now we will check all the lug nuts to make sure they are all tight and secure. We will check air cap on both the tires. So we have 2 tires, we will check on the both. Same side, we will check all the cuts, cracks, bulges, and we will see all the lug nuts are secure. We will check the air valve cap is present on both of the tires. Now we will come towards the back and same thing, we will check that the differential and the torque rods are well mounted and secure and there is no damage to it and there are no leaks on the differential. We also see the drive shaft is secure and there is no damage on it. Now we will check on the both sides of the axle. We see airbags, shock absorbers, leaf springs, U-bolts. There are no damage. We will see the brake chambers, push rod, and we also see slack adjusters. There is no damage. Now we see the left signal is working. Tail light is on. We see the mud flaps are secure. We see the 5th wheel is secure and well mounted, and we also confirm that the load is secure. Now we will go inside the cab and we will turn the right signal on to check inspection on the right side. First of all, we will turn our brake lights on by pulling the trailer lever and sticking something inside, and we will also turn our right signal on. Now we are ready to perform inspection on right side of the tractor. So we'll get outside, close the driver door, and we will make sure that our right signal is turning on and our brake lights are on. So now we are ready to go on the right side. So we will grab a hammer, we will inspect all the tires and make sure there is equal rebound on all the tires. We see there is no obstruction between the 2 tires. We see the tire tread on all 4 tires is good. Sidewall, no bulges, no cracks, bead no leaks, rim is good, all the lug nuts are secure. Air valve cap is present on both the tires. Same with the other set of tire. Tire tread is good, sidewall no cracks, no damage, rim is no crack, all the lug nuts are secure, air valve cap is present on both the tires. We see the mud guard is secure, fuel tank is secure, fuel tank cap is secure. We see the side, there is no damage, right signal is working, wind deflector is secure, curb mirrors and rear view mirror is secure, there is no damage, clean. The door opens properly, closed properly, locks in place, footsteps are secure, there is no damage, side of the hood no damage, there is no damage on the fender, hood mirror is secure. We see that the right signal is working and no fresh leaks underneath the tractor. So this concludes circle check. Now we will start with the air brake inspection. For that, we will check that the tractor and trailer is secure and we can see that the wheels are blocked. First test is to check our yellow button or park control valve. For that, the pressure must be above 90 psi. Truck off and key on position. Push yellow button in and yellow button will pop out at 45 to 20 psi. For that, we will fan our foot brakes. Low pressure warning will come on at 60 psi. Continue to fan foot brakes until the yellow button pops out. Now the yellow button popped out, that means our park control valve is working fine. Next test is to check our compressor buildup time. For that, we will start the truck. The compressor buildup time is 50 to 90 psi
within 3 minutes at 1200 RPMs. Now our pressure is at 50 psi and we will start to note the time. The time is at 7:22. Now we can confirm that the low pressure warning is off at 60 psi. So we'll hold our RPM at 1200 and wait for the pressure to come to 90 psi. Now our pressure is at 90 psi and it has done that in 1 minute. So we can confirm that the compressor is working fine. Our next test is to check the governor cutout. The governor cuts out at 120 to 135 psi at 1200 RPM and we will wait for the sneeze. Now that we have heard the sneeze, it confirms that the governor cutout is working fine. Next, check the governor cut in. Governor cuts in at 20-25 psi below the cutout. For that, we'll push the yellow button in and drop our air pressure by pumping the brakes. Once the air pressure is at around 90 psi, we will bring our RPM to 1200 and we will check if the gauges are moving up. If the gauges are moving up, it confirms that the governor cutting is working fine. We will do the governor cutout again to make full pressure. For that again, bring the RPM to 1200 and the governor will cut out at 120 to 135 psi and we will wait for the sneeze. Next, we will perform the service leak test. For service leak test, we will turn the truck off and put the key on position. We will hold the service brakes for 2 minutes and the air pressure should not leak more than 4 psi. We will push and hold the brake and we will note the time. It has been 2 minutes. Now we confirm that there is no leaks and this confirms that the service leak test has been passed. Apply the brakes by pulling the yellow button out and remove the wheel blocks.
Perform brake response test. Move truck 6 feet. Apply foot brakes. Truck comes to a complete stop. This concludes the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thank you.